Welcome to the Leverage Show. This is Brett Ingram, and I'm rocking the bright blue shirt today. I thought I'd take a change from sort of the drab, darker colors that I typically wear. But in all seriousness, we've all had days where, we've had more productivity than others. We've had days where we rocked it. We've had days where we've struggled. And, as entrepreneurs, we're always thinking about how can we get more out of what it is that we're doing. And I want to share with you a little secret, a little habit that you can do every single day that only takes a couple of minutes, but it can absolutely transform your business and your life. I know it sounds like a bold statement, but bear with me and I'll try to prove it to you. So what exactly is the habit? What is it that I'm talking about? What I'm talking about is at the very start of your day, preferably, right before you get to work or whatever, as soon as you have a spare minute where you actually have some silence and peace and quiet to be able to do this. And what you do is think up 5 things in your life that you feel very grateful for. Whether it's people in your life, whether it's family members, friends, loved ones, whatever. Whether it's things or opportunities that you have. Whether it's experiences that you've had the fortunate, ability to be on, whatever it is for you, whatever it is that you're grateful for. And, I can speak from personal experience with this because I have a very different side where I can be cynical and I can be negative and things like that. And, what I found is it's so counterproductive. And it doesn't really work in terms of trying to do business. Your energy level gets sapped. You just don't feel good all the time. And when you start the day by thinking of things that you're grateful for, no matter how bad of a mood you're in, no matter how bad your business is, if you force yourself to think about things that you're actually grateful for in your life, what's interesting is you undergo a transformation. And you go from sort of being low energy and, maybe a little bit lethargic or negative or down or pessimistic, to all of a sudden you have sort of this wellspring of energy that's limitless. You start to feel great about everything. You start to see opportunities. You start to treat people differently. So this has effects in both your personal life and your business life. Because when you treat people well, when you treat people in a way that you appreciate them, you will find that it's amazing the way you get that back in spades, the way that people will then respond to you. People will deliver things for you, and people will come through for you in ways that you never thought possible. Sometimes if people are not performing or things aren't going the way you want, sometimes it doesn't have anything to do with ability. Sometimes it has more to do with motivation. And it's a really simple thing, but here's the key to making it work though. Instead of just sitting there and listing, first of all, the same 5 things every day, because the first day or two, this is really easy. The first day or two, you can come up with things that you're grateful for. But as you get a couple of days into it, it starts to get a little bit more difficult. Now, it isn't wrong to have a repeat one. You could certainly repeat things that you're grateful for. But it's best if you could try to come up with new things every single day to sort of expand your realm of gratitude. Because as you start to do that, you will find that you start looking for the good in people. You start looking for the good in experiences and opportunities. And all of these things start to come about. But in addition to just focusing on different things each day, there's another part of it that's really, really important. And that is you want to get into the moment. You want to feel the gratitude, not think about it. We're not talking about intellectually saying, well, I'm grateful for my wife, I'm grateful for my kids, I'm grateful for my house, I'm grateful for my cars. Not that kind of thing. That isn't going to help anybody. It's not going to help you, and it certainly isn't going to really show gratitude. I mean, if somebody said that they were grateful for you and did it in that way, you'd probably want to smack them in the head and say, come on, that doesn't sound anything like gratitude. So you want to actually, for each one, sit for a minute and really think about it. Get into that moment. Start to feel the gratitude. This is the really important step because intellectually thinking about it isn't going to be enough to make any impact on your life. When you really start to think about it and you start to imagine it, you can even close your eyes and really start to feel that gratitude that you feel. for that person or that thing or that opportunity. And you will find it has absolutely transformative power. It's really amazing, and it isn't something that takes a lot of time. When you get in the habit of doing this every single day, and you start your work day, or you start the day at home in the morning like this, you will find that the results that you get all day long are completely different. Because first of all, you'll look at them different. Your relationship with what happens to you all day long will be different. It will be modified. You'll be looking at things from a positive instead of a negative. And everybody knows that you're going to have a lot more energy and a lot more wherewithal to overcome the challenges that you face if you have a positive mind frame. So this helps you all the way around. And it helps you in your personal relationships also. Because whether it's business partners and colleagues there, whether it's employees, or whether it's your family, when you show them gratitude, when they know that you are grateful for them, and that is such a powerful emotion. If you're skeptical, think of it this way for a minute. Think back to a time where somebody made you feel like they were grateful for you. If there was a time in your life where your child, your kids, or your spouse, or your parents, said something like, hey, I'm really proud of you. I don't tell you enough, but just for being you. You're so amazing, and you're great at this, and you're good at that, and I always feel so proud when I think about it. I mean, how could you not smile? It makes you feel great. So when you do that for other people, and you don't need to tell them, you don't need to share it with them, you could just do this yourself. You don't have to get on the phone and tell people this stuff. You could just do it yourself, but the point is, it will impact the way that you interact with them. Because when you're feeling that, they'll feel that. They'll feel that you're feeling that. And that will create so much positive energy and so much motivation and enthusiasm. And it makes a world of difference in your outlook. It makes a world of difference in your relationships. It makes a world of difference in your results. Because when you come at things from the perspective of positivity, and from the perspective of opportunity, and from the perspective of gratitude, people are so taken aback, because nowadays we're always so busy, we're always so rushed, and everything's the digital age, that people are so unused to this kind of thing happening that it makes such a big difference to other people in their lives, and it will make a difference in yours too. The way that you approach everything will change. The way that you see everything will change. And this is a habit, like any other habit. If you do it once, you'll feel better that day. If you do it twice, you'll feel better those 2 days. But if you continue to do it, you will get to a point where it just becomes natural for you, where you don't even need to think about doing it. So it's an item that you need to put on the to-do list in the beginning. Just like getting up, you take your shower, it becomes part of your routine. But in the beginning, it is going to be an effort. It is going to be something that you need to consciously think about and remember to do all the time. But if you can get in this habit, and even when things happen to you throughout the day, and you have encounters or experiences or whatever throughout the day, especially with other people, if you could show them gratitude, you will be amazed at the results that you get in return. Because it is an absolutely transformative, powerful emotion. And I think, it's something that so few people take the time and energy to be able to do, because, again, we're so busy doing that, we're just not in the habit of being able to express that very much and share the way that we're feeling with other people, or even with ourselves about them. And here's another little sort of twist on it, and a little bit of a trick, and something that you can do also. When you're thinking about all the things that you're grateful for, you can start to think about your own accomplishments and the things about yourself that make you feel proud. Because we all have times when we're up and times that we're down. And sometimes when we're down, it's hard to see anything good or remember anything good that we've done. But it's the same exact process. You spend a couple of minutes actually thinking about things that you've done in your life that you're proud of, and relive that moment. live in that moment for a minute. Get emotional about it. Get excited about it. Start thinking about it. Start to feel those feelings of positivity that you felt, and allow yourself to be proud of yourself, because you have a lot to be proud of. You have a lot to be grateful for. And those are two extremely powerful emotions that tie in to your physical ability, your physical energy level, and the results that you'll get, both in dealing with other people and in tackling obstacles, challenges, and opportunities that come your way. So practice gratitude, and you will be surprised at the kind of results that you start to see. If you have any questions, if you have any thoughts or comments, please share them with me at leverigeshow.com. And until next time, make it happen.